Welcome to my channel. This is Shakil Ahmed. In this tutorial, we learn how to calculate sample size for population mean for a pre-specified precision level. We are using the online sample size calculator named EP Tools, which is freely accessed from the website, and the web URL is given on the next page. So we have a cross sectional study, and we are interested in finding sample size to estimate the single population mean for a pre-specified precision. For this, we need to go to the web page of eptools.ausvet.com.au, or you just uh, Google it as EPI tools. You will get a web page, and from that you can go to the option of sample size calculation, and you will select the option of to estimate a single mean rather than a proportion. Here I have written proportion for my previous video, so you need to select to estimate a single population mean, to estimate a single mean. And we need to insert the following three inputs: assumed population standard deviation, confidence level, and desired precision. So assumed population standard deviation, it is an assumed value, so it is difficult to guess or assume a correct value or an appropriate value of the population standard deviation. You need also again read literature or take help from the experts uh, in deciding the standard deviation of your population uh, corresponding to your study variable. Here your study variable is a quantitative, and it is measured on quant- quantitative scale or ratio scale or interval scale. So we find standard deviation and mean. Uh, the standard deviation is assumed to be known in some cases where we use z-test, and in some cases we estimate it using the sample data. Uh, some experts also suggest to conduct a pilot survey to estimate the population standard deviation related to the study variable. But it is also costly to conduct a pilot survey for finding a guess value of standard deviation. And the confidence level is uh, set at 95%, usually for a 5% alpha or size of the test. So we take a margin of error of 95%, and the desired precision is 2. This is the basically a percentage difference between the estimated uh, pop, population value and the true population value. uh, the inputs are the population standard deviation, this desired level of confidence as we already discussed, and the desired precision of the estimate. The desired precision of the estimate, it is also known as allowable or acceptable error in the estimate, is half the width of the desired confidence interval. The confidence interval we are constructing has a certain width, and the desired precision is the half of the width of that confidence interval. For example, if we would like to take a confidence interval width to be about 2 kg or 2 liter, then we need to enter a precision of plus minus 1. So we put 1 in that box. Now we want to apply the sample size calculation problem to a real life example. Suppose that a market researcher is interested to estimate the mean body mass index of children less than age 5 year in a city. So the researcher is interested in finding how many adults are required to estimate the true mean body mass index of children residing in that city. When a previous study reveals that the standard deviation of body mass index was 4. So our standard deviation was is 4 here, and we compute the appropriate sample size for this standard deviation for different level of precision and confidence level. So here is the EPI tool. You can also search it from Google. EPI tools sample size, or just EPI tools. Then click on sample size calculation EPI tools, and then to estimate a single mean. Click on to estimate a single mean. Here in our case the population standard deviation is 4, and we take confidence level as 0.95, and the desired precision is taken as 2, and we see the required sample size for this study. These are our inputs, and the results are 16 sample size for this study. You can vary the sample size by varying the desired precision. If we take desired precision to 4, then we will see the sample size value will be 4, which is less than the previous one. So this was sample size calculation for a single mean. In next video, we will learn the sample size calculation for two population proportion, when we are interested in comparing two population proportion and two population means, or for cohort study and cross-sectional studies. So don't forget to subscribe my channel and uh, watching the complete video.